Hi, I'm Tara Ravishankar. Today I'm going to talk about relevance of photojournalism. Photojournalism, there are two terms, right? Photo and journalism. So it should possess both the qualities of photography and journalism. Photography means the aesthetics of photography along with the qualities of journalism. All the principles associated with journalism like accuracy, objectivity, fairness, clarity, everything should be there with photojournalism too. By the rise of newspapers and magazines, definitely the importance of photojournalism to come up. Whether it is the feature story or article or news story, whatever it is, people are interested to watch photographs along with stories. Actually, there are two people inside a photograph. Who are they? One is the photographer, the other one is the viewer. This is not my opinion, this is according to Ansel Adams, a late American photographer and environmentalist. Anyway, photographs are very important to newspaper, not only to the get-up of the newspaper but also to the rise of readership. It influences the readership, and photographs is capable of high fidelity. That means they have a high fidelity in refining or they produce fine details and textures. That is the quality of photographs. And pictures in newspaper not only adds to the beauty of the newspaper, it all adds to the content of the newspaper. Photojournalism means they are delivering a message, they are delivering a content through the photograph. A combination of photographs, that is, there is a combination. There should be a photo along with some text. So this should balance and give or reproduce a good pictures too. Photography plays a key role in representing the situation. You may have heard about the famous photographer Viggy. His real name is Arthur Phillip. His peculiarity is he tried to capture photographs of crime stories, a kind of tabloidism. That means representing murder stories with photographs. This gave a hype to photojournalism, or people as a greater association with the common readers. People were interested to watch such photographs along with news stories. The relevance of photojournalism was underlined in 1942. What happened in 1942? Anybody know that? Yes. The first person to get a Pulitzer Prize, first photojournalist to get a Pulitzer Prize was in 1942. Who got the first Pulitzer Prize for photojournalism? Yes, it was Milton Brooke. Milton Brooke got the prize for Fort Strikers Riot. That was his work. Fort Strikers Riot make him able or eligible for Pulitzer Prize in 1942. And you know, advantages in camera like introduction of 35mm cameras, introduction of roll film cameras, and even the introduction of new magazines and journals. It gives a greater platform for photojournalists to establish their career and to show what is the relevance of photojournalism. You may have heard about the Life magazine, the Sports Illustrated, and the Paris Match, Picture Post. All these are famous photojournalistic magazines. And photograph, they try to convey the message in a visual coded form. That means the messages are conveyed in a visual form, and photographs are seared in our memories. You may remember the picture of the napalm girl. That means a Vietnamese girl running away from napalm attack. So all these are memorable images. Or you may know the humanistic value of photojournalism from the face of the migrant mother. Migrant mother's face reflects the situation, what is the real situation then. The photographs of world wars or photographs of September 11 attack, everything reflects something too. They have something to tell you. They stand along in newspapers to convey a story. It can be a single photograph or it can be a series of photographs. Another category of photojournalism is text associated with these photographs. So these texts can improve the content, but actually the photographs themselves, or it has itself have to convey something to the reader. It's beyond the boundaries, like intellectual boundaries are crossed by photojournalism. Why? Because it can communicate to any category of public, like urban or rural folk. It can communicate to literate and illiterate. Like photojournalism has no boundaries. And photojournalists try to stop an action. But they try to stop an action of reality in a chosen or accidentally captured moment. That is the important. They make histories. A photograph can reflect reality in a unique, compelling and credible manner. How is it? Unique, compelling and credible manner. So what are the characteristics of photojournalism? That is what we are going to discuss now, because it is very important related to photojournalism. Accuracy and impact. A photograph should be accurate and it should have an impact on the viewers. If you are giving a one-sided perspective, or if you lack objectivity, that is another characteristics of photography, because photographer can choose his angle while composing and all, and if you lack the objectivity, definitely it will affect your photograph. And it should be narrative, it should be telling some kind of story. So another characteristics of photojournalism is narrativity. And next is timeliness. You know about the Henry Cartier-Bresson's concept of decisive moment. Click on the moment, the right moment, that is important. And pictures are always entertaining. So entertainment is another characteristics of photojournalism, and it makes newspaper more interesting. That is another characteristics of photojournalism. And clarity and completeness. There should be clarity and completeness in photojournalistic work. It is the mind of the photographer. It is a dedicated work of a dedicated photojournalist. So it has some humanistic value, it has some empathy associated with that. It came up in early 1900s. 1930s to 1950s is considered as the golden age of photojournalism, with the advent of so many technologies. Even now you are standing in the digital era. Definitely the digital era and the possibilities opens a new arena to photojournalism. This is all about photojournalism. That means all about the relevance of photojournalism. I'm emphasizing the relevance of photojournalism, how it becomes relevant. And today's photojournalists are not only mere still photographers. They have to take visual images. They have to tell their story along with moving images too. You know about the QR code association with magazines or something like that. So still images alone cannot communicate much. So we have to do something with the motion picture also. So motion picture and still photography go hand in hand in photojournalism work today. Anyway, I hope you are interested in photojournalism. That is the success of my talk. That's all for today. Thank you.